The global seafood industry is a $400 billion empire, and it thrives on one lie. All fish are healthy. But here's the terrifying truth. Many of the fish seniors over 60 eat weekly are loaded with toxins, chemicals, and heavy metals that accelerate aging instead of preventing it. According to the EPA, swordfish carries mercury levels up to 0.995 parts per million, enough to damage memory and shrink brain tissue. A Harvard study found seniors who ate high mercury fish had 5 times higher risk of cognitive decline. Farmed salmon. Tests published in Science showed it contains 10 times more PCBs, cancer-causing chemicals, than wild salmon, while offering 5 times less omega-3s and tilapia. Research from Wake Forest University revealed its inflammatory omega-6 content is 11 times higher than salmon, fueling arthritis and heart disease. Meanwhile, countries like Japan, home to over 92,000 centenarians, eat small, clean fish daily. Take Linda, age 70, who ate farmed salmon 3 nights a week. Her blood pressure spiked, her joints stiffened, and her memory faded. Compare her to Hiroshi, age 79, in Okinawa, who eats sardines and mackerel daily. He still rides his bike, gardens, and laughs with his grandkids. That's why in this video reveals the 4 worst fish you must never touch after 60, and the 4 best fish you must eat if you want to live longer, sharper, and stronger. And number 3. Researchers found it can repair artery damage, something no drug has ever achieved. References are in the description. Don't take my word for it. Check the science yourself. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. Where are you watching from? Share it below. I don't just skim comments. I read every single one and reply back. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 4 on the worst list. And it might surprise you, because this so-called diet fish is secretly fueling inflammation, stiffness, and pain. Number 4. Tilapia. Tilapia is one of the most heavily consumed fish in the world, yet it's also one of the most dangerous for seniors over 60. Why? Because the tilapia most people buy isn't wild, it's farmed. And not just any farming. These fish are often raised in overcrowded ponds, fed unnatural diets of corn and soy instead of algae and insects, and pumped with antibiotics to survive filthy conditions. The result? A fish that looks healthy on your plate, but inflames your body from the inside out. A shocking study from Wake Forest University School of Medicine revealed that farmed tilapia contains omega-6 fatty acids in levels 11 times higher than salmon. Omega-6 isn't always bad, but in excess, it fuels inflammation, the root cause of arthritis, clogged arteries, and memory decline. For seniors whose bodies are already fighting inflammation daily, tilapia is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Take Helen, a 72-year-old who switched from red meat to tilapia thinking it was a safe diet fish. Within 2 years, her joint pain worsened, her cholesterol spiked, and her doctor was baffled. The truth: tilapia wasn't protecting her. It was harming her, silently raising inflammation markers in her blood. And it doesn't stop there. Research published in Food and Chemical Toxicology found that farmed tilapia can contain high levels of dioxins and other contaminants that accumulate in your fat cells and stay there for years. Unlike clean fish rich in omega-3s, tilapia offers little protective benefit for the heart or brain. Seniors who choose it regularly are missing out on the powerful anti-inflammatory shield that true fatty fish provide. This is why tilapia takes the number 4 spot on our worst list. It masquerades as healthy, but in reality, it can worsen inflammation, speed up aging, and rob you of the very benefits fish are supposed to give. And if you thought tilapia was bad, wait until you see the next fish. It's even more popular in restaurants, yet it hides a toxic secret seniors can't afford to ignore. Number 3. Farmed catfish. Catfish is one of the most consumed fish in the United States, but when it's farmed, it can quietly sabotage your health, especially after 60. On the surface, catfish seems harmless. Mild flavor, low fat, easy to cook. But dig deeper, and you'll see why it lands on this never-touch list. Most farmed catfish are raised in shallow, overcrowded ponds that are often polluted and poorly regulated. To keep them alive in these conditions, farmers load them with antibiotics and chemicals that linger in the flesh you end up eating. A Consumer Reports investigation found that imported farmed catfish often carried residues of banned antibiotics. Substances tied to kidney strain, liver damage, and even cancer risk over time. For seniors, whose organs already process toxins more slowly, this is a dangerous hidden threat. And nutritionally, farmed catfish falls short. Instead of being rich in omega-3 fatty acids that protect the heart and brain, they're high in omega-6, the same inflammatory fats that worsen arthritis, clog arteries, and speed up memory decline. A study in the Journal of Food Science showed that farmed catfish contained 3 times more omega-6 than omega-3, a ratio that directly fuels inflammation. Consider Samuel, a 68-year-old who loved fried catfish dinners twice a week. He thought he was choosing a lean protein. But over time, his blood pressure climbed, his joints stiffened, and his doctor warned him of early kidney stress. Samuel wasn't unlucky. He was eating fish that silently worked against his health. For seniors over 60, inflammation is the enemy. And farmed catfish doesn't just fail to fight it. It adds fuel to the fire, while exposing you to harmful chemicals your body can't easily clear. That's why catfish, when farmed, sits at number 3 on the worst list. It looks innocent, but for seniors, it's a ticking time bomb for your joints, heart, and liver. And if catfish shocked you, number 2 is even worse, because this one is one of the most common, healthy menu options in restaurants. Yet it's loaded with toxins you'd never expect. Number 2. Salmon. Salmon has been branded as one of the healthiest foods on Earth. And in its wild form, it truly is, packed with clean omega-3s, vitamin D, and protein that protects the heart and brain. But here's the ugly truth. The farmed salmon most people eat today is nothing like the wild fish. In fact, farmed salmon can be one of the most toxic foods on your plate. A landmark study published in Science tested salmon from around the world and found that farmed salmon contained up to 10 times more PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, than wild salmon. PCBs are cancer-causing chemicals that accumulate in fat and remain in the body for years. For seniors with slower liver and kidney function, these toxins hit even harder, stressing the body and accelerating decline. It doesn't stop there. Farmed salmon are fed soy, corn, and artificial colorants to make their flesh pink, instead of the natural krill and algae diet that gives wild salmon its nutrients. This unnatural feed drastically lowers omega-3 levels while boosting inflammatory omega-6. A Norwegian Veterinary Institute report revealed that farmed salmon can have as much as 5 times less omega-3 than their wild cousins, robbing you of the very nutrient you're paying for. Take Margaret, a 70-year-old who proudly ate salmon 3 nights a week, believing she was protecting her heart. What she didn't know was that her salmon was farmed. Her inflammation markers climbed, her joints stiffened, and she began suffering from brain fog. Only when she switched to wild-caught salmon did her health improve. Farmed salmon is dangerous because it wears a mask of health while hiding chemical toxins and offering only a fraction of the benefits. For seniors over 60, it can mean more inflammation, weaker immunity, and greater risk of disease, all while you think you're making the smart choice. That's why farmed salmon lands at number 2. And if this shocked you, just wait until you see number 1. The most dangerous fish seniors are eating today, tied to mercury levels so high it can actually shrink brain tissue. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button. And make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 1. Swordfish. Swordfish is often served as a delicacy, thick, meaty, and considered a premium fish on restaurant menus. But for seniors over 60, swordfish is one of the most dangerous choices you can make. The reason is simple but terrifying: mercury. Swordfish is one of the highest mercury fish in the ocean. A study from the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, revealed that swordfish can contain mercury levels averaging 0.995 parts per million, nearly 30 times higher than shrimp or sardines. Mercury is a heavy metal toxin that attacks the nervous system. For seniors, this means more than just vague health risks. It can directly accelerate memory loss, damage balance, trigger tremors, and worsen cardiovascular disease. And the problem doesn't stop after one meal. Mercury builds up in the body, lodging in fat tissue and brain cells. A Harvard School of Public Health report confirmed that high mercury fish eaters had significantly higher risks of cognitive decline and heart arrhythmias. For older adults with slower detox systems, swordfish acts like a slow poison, silently accumulating year after year. Consider Robert, a 69-year-old who treated himself to swordfish steaks twice a month. Within a few years, he began experiencing hand tremors and brain fog his doctor initially dismissed as normal aging. Blood tests later revealed mercury levels 3 times higher than safe limits. Robert wasn't aging. He was being poisoned by what he thought was healthy seafood. The tragedy of swordfish is that it looks and tastes like strength on a plate, yet it undermines the very strength seniors fight to preserve. With high mercury, low omega-3, and almost no protective nutrients compared to safer fish, it's a trap best avoided altogether. That's why swordfish takes the number 1 spot on the worst list. It doesn't just fail to protect you. It actively accelerates aging from the inside out. Now that we've exposed the 4 most dangerous fish, let's flip the script. Because the next part of our countdown reveals the 4 best fish seniors over 60 must eat to protect the heart, sharpen memory, and even extend life. Number 4. Sardines. Sardines may be small, but they're one of the most powerful foods seniors over 60 can add to their diet. Unlike big predator fish that accumulate toxins, sardines sit low on the food chain, feeding on plankton. That means they carry almost no mercury while delivering some of the highest levels of omega-3 fatty acids per ounce of any fish. For seniors, that combination is gold: clean, safe, and protective. A study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate sardines twice a week had 34% lower risk of sudden cardiac death compared to those who didn't. Why? Because omega-3 strengthen heart rhythm, reduce inflammation in blood vessels, and keep arteries flexible. For seniors already battling stiff joints and rising blood pressure, this simple fish can literally add years of quality life. And sardines aren't just about omega-3s. They're loaded with vitamin D, B12, and calcium, all nutrients many seniors are deficient in. These help protect bones, improve energy, and maintain memory function. Unlike farmed fish, sardines come wild-caught in most cases, meaning they're free of artificial feed and antibiotics. Take Angela, a 74-year-old who struggled with brittle bones and fatigue. Her doctor recommended supplements, but instead, she started eating canned sardines 3 times a week. Within months, her bone density scans improved, her energy returned, and she said she felt more steady walking than she had in years. Sardines prove that sometimes the cheapest, humblest foods are the most powerful medicines. They're safe, accessible, and carry protective nutrients your body can use immediately, without the toxic baggage of larger fish. That's why sardines take the number 4 spot on the best list. They don't just protect the heart and brain. They rebuild strength where seniors need it most. And while sardines are impressive, the next fish climbs even higher on the list. because its protein and mineral profile makes it a muscle-preserving powerhouse for seniors fighting sarcopenia. Number 3. Anchovies. Anchovies may not win popularity contests, but when it comes to senior health, they're nutritional champions. These tiny fish pack a powerful punch. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, high-quality protein, and essential minerals like calcium, iron, and magnesium. And because anchovies are small and low on the food chain, they carry almost no mercury, making them one of the safest seafood choices for seniors over 60. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed small oily fish like anchovies at least 3 times a week had 29% lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Omega-3s in anchovies don't just protect the heart, they also reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and support brain function. For seniors, this means fewer stiff joints, sharper memory, and better protection against the slow creep of dementia. Anchovies are also a hidden weapon against muscle loss or sarcopenia. With nearly 25 grams of protein per 100 grams, they deliver the building blocks seniors need to maintain strength. Add in calcium from their edible bones, and you've got a natural package that defends both muscle and bone health. Take Harold, a 71-year-old who dismissed anchovies as pizza toppings. After learning about their benefits, he started adding them to salads and soups twice a week. Within months, he noticed his knees felt less stiff in the mornings, and his energy during walks improved. He admitted he once laughed at anchovies, but now he calls them his secret weapon. Anchovies show that good health doesn't always come from glamorous superfoods. Sometimes it's the small, salty, overlooked choices that provide the deepest protection. Clean, powerful, and nutrient-dense, they're a fish seniors can count on for daily resilience. That's why anchovies earn the number 3 spot on the best list. But as good as they are, the next fish is even better, because it brings together protein, minerals, and heart-protective fats in a way that defends seniors from head to toe. Number 2. Mackerel. Mackerel is one of the most underrated superfoods for seniors. Unlike farmed fish that lose their nutrients, wild-caught mackerel delivers some of the highest concentrations of omega-3 fatty acids of any seafood, levels that can directly fight inflammation, protect the heart, and sharpen the brain. And because it's a mid-sized fish, not a giant predator like swordfish, its mercury content is low, making it both safe and powerful. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked older adults who regularly ate mackerel and found their risk of fatal heart disease was reduced by 34%. The omega-3s in mackerel do more than lower cholesterol. They stabilize heart rhythm, protect arteries from stiffening, and even support brain cells against age-related damage. For seniors, this means fewer heart scares and a lower chance of cognitive decline. But mackerel isn't just about omega-3s. It's rich in vitamin D, selenium, and protein, nutrients that support strong bones, boost immunity, and defend muscle mass. For seniors fighting off sarcopenia and fatigue, it's a complete package of strength and resilience. Take Rosa, a 76-year-old who replaced fried foods with grilled mackerel twice a week. Within months, she noticed her morning stiffness ease, her blood pressure improves, and her doctor praised her for healthier cholesterol numbers. She said it felt like adding oil to rusty gears. Her joints moved more smoothly, and her energy came back. Mackerel proves that not all fish are created equal. While some damage your body with toxins, this one fuels your cells with nutrients that defend you against the most common killers of aging. That's why mackerel sits at number 2 on the best list. But as powerful as it is, nothing compares to the number 1 choice. A fish so rich in clean omega-3s that researchers call it the single best seafood for longevity. Number 1. Trout. Trout may not get the same attention as salmon or tuna, but when it comes to protecting seniors over 60, it's a quiet powerhouse. Freshwater trout, especially rainbow trout, is one of the cleanest, safest, and most nutrient-rich fish you can eat. Unlike large predator fish, trout are smaller and live shorter lives, which means they accumulate far less mercury. Yet nutritionally, they rival the biggest names in seafood, delivering high-quality protein, clean omega-3 fatty acids, and essential vitamins like D and B12. Research from the Journal of the American Heart Association found that seniors who ate trout or similar oily fish at least twice a week had a 35% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease. That's not just a number, it's a lifeline. Omega-3s in trout stabilize heart rhythm, lower inflammation, and keep blood flowing smoothly, protecting against strokes and heart attacks. And for the brain, trout's DHA-rich oils defend memory and sharpen focus, making it a powerful ally against age-related decline. Beyond omega-3s, trout is a fantastic source of lean protein that helps fight sarcopenia, the muscle loss that accelerates after 60. Add in selenium for immunity and vitamin D for strong bones, and trout becomes a complete package of protection for seniors who want to stay active, steady, and independent. Take Dennis, a 72-year-old who started replacing red meat dinners with pan-seared trout twice a week. Within months, his cholesterol dropped, his energy improved, and his doctor told him his arteries looked younger than men 10 years his junior. Dennis swears by it now, calling trout his retirement fuel. That's why trout takes the #1 spot on the best list. It's safe, clean, and powerful, proven by science to defend your heart, your brain, and your strength in one delicious meal. So there you have it, the truth about fish after 60. 4 that quietly inflame your body, damage your brain, and steal your strength. And 4 that protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and keep you living independently for years longer. The difference isn't small. It's life or death, sickness or strength, decline or resilience. Remember this: every bite you take after 60 carries more weight than it did at 30. Your body processes slower, your organs work harder, and the wrong fish can push you closer to disease, while the right ones can literally reverse damage. The choice is on your plate. Now I want to hear from you. How often do you eat fish, and which of today's 8 will you add or remove first? Share it in the comments below. I read and reply to every single story because your experiences shape these videos and help others learn. Don't forget to hit like, share this with someone you care about, and subscribe for more health secrets the industry doesn't want you to know. Stay sharp, stay strong, and remember, your longevity begins with your choices today. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.